Hey, this is Jeremy with Uppercut Productions. I'm back working on Perpetual Escape, Stop and Rise. This is the next in my in-depth mixing series on pretty much how I do stuff. So let's dive right into the DAW. Here we are with some of the DI tracks. I'm just going to show you what I put on there. I'm just putting, these are basically preliminary amp sims. Left. I got Ignite amps on the first pair, and then I have Tone Forge Jeff Loomis on the second pair. And this is where we're going to get into putting stuff in buses and making comps. So, as you can see on these 4 guitar tracks right here that I have right here, they stop, but these guitar tracks down here kick in. It's what I call a handoff. So what we're going to do is highlight all 8, and in Reaper this stuff is super easy. Is highlight all 8, push S for split, and then go down to where you want to make the next split. Highlight all 8. Then grab these 4 right here, just push delete. And grab these 4 and move them up. So we're going to do the same to all 4 of these. And now that frees up all of this real estate. That's 4 tracks we can just delete and get rid of. And since I know that this is basically, there's another 4 guitars down here, as you can see, we might be able to hand those off as well. Let's see what the DI is. Yeah, I bet we could. Let's pull these 2 back. All right, I think this is going to work. Let's find out. What we'll do is turn off the magnet so we don't have the snapping, and just make that crossfade right there. And then we can also do the same right here. Let's do it from there. Grab all 8 again, push split, and we'll go up to here, grab all 8, push split. We'll remove the 4 pieces we don't want and move these guys up to make these comp tracks. Oh, we need this one too. And we can also turn this off and give that another nice little crossfade so there's no clicks or pops. One last split and cut, and we should be good on all, and we'll have all of this condensed into 4 tracks. So that's 12 tracks condensed down to 4. this stuff will come in handy because you really want to free up real estate space on your mixing rack. That way you comp things down and get it to a workable size. I know there's a joke in there somewhere. But we will listen to that whole track and we will make crossfades at all the sections just to be sure. There's no reason not to be thorough. Alright, let's get rid of these 4 tracks also, because now there's nothing on them, and that's 12 tracks down to 4. See if I can crossfade that one a little bit more. Let's unsolo everything. Here, let's go back to the beginning and hear these intros. I just put RIA EQ with a basic 100 high pass filter on it before the amp. That way it really cuts out on that rumble, and then we'll EQ it further from there. RIA EQ takes up like 0 CPU, so it's good to slap on everything. I just went and made a bus out of these 4 main guitar tracks. And there's a lot of ways to do that in Reaper. You can either select the 4 tracks you want to put in a bus and then drag it into the channel above it, and it makes this channel the bus. But in my system, I have it set up through my preferences that any tracks that I have highlighted, I push Control and F, and it makes a folder, which I've already done and named it G1. So I'm just going to go through and bus up everything, make buses of everything how I do it, and let this play for a little bit. And remember, these are the raw tracks. I haven't done it really any mixing except adding those amp sims. Oh, frooms. So now I take all of my drum tracks and put them in a full kit bus. And I have my rooms. And they're all stereo. All my overheads are stereo also, except for the hi-hat. Then we have the toms. The snares. And the kicks. And I have it set up to where I can just push shells and get just the shells. And that's nice. There's no bleed in those tracks. That is super awesome. And of course, then we have the full drum kit. I'm going to go ahead and I don't like to use the bass amp and the DI. I use one or the other, just to make sure there's no phasing in the low end. So I'm going to go ahead and use the DI for now. And I'm going to use Bass Forge Hellraiser. And my favorite setting is just basically Brute Boy default. Let's throw that in there with the drums. Alright, we're just going to continue busting this up and getting everything organized and getting ready to mix. This is all the pre-stuff that you do before you mix. So on these vocals, for me, it kind of looks like all of these parts should be in one group. And I'll probably change this later if I need to. Then it looks like these together. And we'll put all of these others together. Well, no, I think we'll put... Yeah, we will put these two in that same group. See how I just drug that up in there? And then we'll take these, make it V3, so there's 3 vocal groups there, as you can see. So let's kind of check those out.
Shadows come.
else is playing there.
Shadows come on your way, embrace the fight and makes you back away. Don't feel it coming in. Salvation is always close to your end. Embrace your fate.
All right, that's a good start on the amp sims. We still got this many more guitars to deal with. So come back and we'll dive into these lead parts. This is just, like I said, doing prep to get a good mix. You got to put in the time. So get with Uppercut, get knocked out. Get with me on the next episode.